radiant, we're eccentric, we're batshit crazy, and we own it, and we're brilliant, and we do all these amazing things, and we're ahead of our time, and then it's always 5 years, 5 months, 5 days after we've said something, but usually that's when everybody's like, oh, I get it. Yeah, we're always the people who typically know something, put it out there, people think we're crazy, and then they always come back like, you're right. Yeah, it's us. Hi, my fellow people. Oh, can I just say I love you, and I love everything about us. Yes. Okay. That being said, got to get a little self-love out there, man. We've been going through it. Aquarius has been hit hard like every other sign, but 2016 was a year that was great, but it put us through the ringer, y'all. Okay? And let's look and see what 2017 is going to be about, okay? I pulled a few cards for us. I am going to include, a small, snippet. I'll gloss over it quickly because I'm doing this video for us. But for each sign, when it's your season, I want to spend a little extra time, give you a little extra TLC. Okay? So, I started with Capricorn. I went back and did a video because I didn't want them to feel slighted because I started my videos in Capricorn. But I'm doing it with my people. Oh, feels so good to be home. Okay, astrologically speaking, that is. So, we've got imagination, observe your attitude. Then we've got 9 of Pentacles inverted, Page of Cups, Temperance, the Ace of Cups, and the 4 of Swords, okay? The overall attitude for 2017, y'all, is going to be one of really think it and it shall be. So you got to make sure that you watch out when it comes to how you're perceiving things. Are you being a little extra defensive? Are you being a little indecisive? Are you being too caring? Are you being a little bit too doting on someone who's not deserving of your affections? Are you being Debbie Downer? Are you being, Mary Sunshine? And are those two perspectives not necessarily warranted for the situation that you're in? Okay, so be clear about what it is that you want. Be free and creative as much as possible, but also make sure that your attitude is not only befitting the situation, but is it being fair to you? Okay? And I'm being told to tell, I don't know who this is, pertaining to, but if you're harboring these feelings or these emotions, who is it hurting, you or them? Or who is it benefiting? And what I mean by that is, feel how you want to feel, but if you hold on to it, who does it impact the most? Okay? And yes, I am a person who does believe in the law of attraction, but I also believe in the law of action. So if you're a person who believes in the law of attraction where, what you put out you give, or what you put out you receive, also ask yourself, what are you putting out in terms of action? What are you imagining? Because imagination in and of itself is an active engagement type process. You're actively engaging with the universe in terms of what you're thinking. But then, what are you putting out there in terms of your actions, in terms of moving toward that thing? Okay, so also keep that in mind. Aquarius, this is going to be a time where the dreams we once had, or thought that we had, they're about to go to the wayside, my loves. It doesn't mean that if you've always dreamt of being a figure skater that you can not skate anymore because of some tragic accident. No. It does mean that you need to look back at your inner self and ask, is this me? And more than you all realize, I'm already going through this. Okay? So, I kind of feel like I'm reading for myself, but I know I'm not. Be fair to yourself and be fair to the others involved in your decision-making process. And the reason why I'm saying that is because we're people who believe in karmic repercussions, and we understand that everybody is tied in some regard. Everything is linked. Everything and everyone. If you're not happy, the people around you are going to be miserable. Okay? And when we're happiness, we're infectious. Okay? People can't help but want to be happy when they're around a happy Aquarian. Right? We go around like happiness fairies. And we try our best to make everybody else happy. We are typically the perpetual optimist. But so much has happened as of late astrologically speaking, and just, you know, if you're not a person who's really into astrology, just in terms of circumstance, you know, life happening. We've gone through a lot. And so it's caused us to have to reevaluate quite a bit. All right, I get it. So what you have to do is put things in perspective and put things in order. Hence the Four of Swords. You gotta put some order to the chaos. But as you're putting order into it, make sure that make sure that you're putting effort and order into something that truly makes you happy and that you are passionate about. Okay? Your heart has to be in whatever you are doing from here on out. If it's not, I guarantee you, bam, you will be bored to tears, which for an Aquarian is calamity. Okay? We hate boredom. Let's just be real, y'all. We hate boredom. If we get bored, we give no fucks. Okay? Just be honest. So, there can be no victory if there is boredom. There will be tons of victory if you are honest with yourself and you have peace of mind. Okay? Bring humor into your life. Y'all, we had not had a chance to have fun in quite some time. Let's just be honest. 2016 was the year of anything that could possibly go wrong to snatch any type of personal solitude or time from oneself. It was happening. Okay? So it's going to be a time where we need to get out there, have fun. The only way I can describe what the scene that I'm seeing is kind of like Girls Gone Wild, but maybe not to that extreme. But like that college church mouse that, you know, leaves home for the first time and goes out, gets drunk, and he's dancing on tabletops and, you know, maybe making out with some random person here and there. You know, we need to let loose. We are people who are always thinking. We always have some level of decorum. We're always trying to be diplomatic. You know, even those of us who are the most zany and eccentric. It's not about putting up a front, but we're always thinking about the better good of the whole. Okay? This year, let go of that attitude. It's about the greater good of yourself. That's not selfish. And it's taken me a long time to have to learn that. I'm still trying to wrap my head around the concept, but I'm getting it more and more every day. Okay? You have to be the best version of yourself you can be for you, because if you're not, then you're not being the best version of yourself for everyone else around you. Especially if you're a parent, especially if you're working with the community, you know, in any way, shape, or form, you're going to spread that. So, and like I said, we're infectious. People love being around us when we are at our best, when we're at our happiness, because then we're achieving and we're doing it without even realizing it. And the things that we've been trying to make happen typically fall into place when we're not even thinking about it when we're at the happiest. Going back to what I said about dreams and goals. Okay? Stop worrying about whether or not everybody else likes what your dream or your goal is. People are dream killers innately. And I know that sounds very jaded. It's not meant to be. But when somebody else can't perceive it, then it automatically can't be done. And you can't expect somebody else who lacks vision to see your vision in 2020. Let me say that again. If somebody else lacks vision, they can't see your vision in 2020 vision. With their own 2020. They can't. Because they lack vision. And everybody is not supposed to see your vision. Because it's yours. Something else I had to learn recently. And I'm trying to impart this upon you all. Not to come across as preachy, hopefully, but in all honesty, I really do hope that you guys can take something from that. It's not meant for everybody else to see your vision. It was given to you for a reason, and there's a purpose behind it. It's not meant to be for everyone. We all have, I think as Americans in particular, we are always taught that when we give, we have to give, and it has to, you know, be something that anybody can use or anybody can take with them. And it's not meant for everybody. Nothing is meant for everybody. As women, we know not every dress is made for everybody's shape. I'm very pear-shaped, and let me tell you, I can't do a bunch of mermaid dresses. I will look like, it'll be like Calamity Jane. It's just not right. You know, not every pharmaceutical drug is meant for every person, hence allergic reactions. You know, everybody can't eat the same diet. Everybody can't sleep under the same conditions. Everybody, there's always something where it's not meant for everyone, okay? So your vision is meant for you, and it's meant for those that's meant to reach, okay? And I know that can be a bit disappointing, but just understand that the people who need to find you and find what you're trying to create and put out there, because all this is about recreation of you, so you can create something and not just package, but create it for everyone else to be of benefit to humanity, because we are humanitarians. They will find you. You won't have to go and find these people. But you can't have a defeatist attitude about it. Okay? It's not about whether or not you have walked away from your true purpose. It's about letting your true purpose walk up and say hi to you. That being said, we need amethyst in our lives. Amethyst, amethyst, amethyst. It is your February birthstone. Hey. If you're a January Aquarian, garnet can work, but the two can be put together if you like both stones. Excuse me. Rutilated quartz. I know I just said that for Capricorn, but you're gonna have to deflect a lot of haters, a lot of negativity. And one of the symbols for, or glyphs for Aquarius, not only is it the symbol for water, but it's also lightning. And lightning is actually something that goes along with eccentricity. It's very erratic, but it's also very precise, which tends to be us. We tend to strike at moments where everybody else is like, where the hell did they come from? But we're very precise and very accurate. You know. So being able to deflect and actually strike with accuracy, hence the imagination card is going to help with that too, because it's about making sure that what you're creating goes to the right people at the right moment. I hope that makes sense. I also feel like rosemary tea. If you're a person who can do rosemary, it's very calming to the heart and to the nervous system. And when you're like a mad scientist in the kitchen or in the lab or whatever, you know, especially us, we tend to be perfectionists in a way that most people don't understand. We tend to vibrate a bit higher in those settings. We do our best work under pressure, but our nerves get rattled really quickly, especially when somebody comes in and tries to distract us, right? It'll help with sleep and insomnia. It will help to calm the mind and soothe the spirit. It will also help with clarity. And rosemary in and of itself is a very auspicious herb. So it will help with repelling negativity as well. Okay? Also, if you are a person who is prone to upper respiratory issues, rosemary is very good with helping with upper respiratory health. Okay? I hope that is helpful. I hope that I didn't go on a huge tangent, but, you know, I love my people. I think we're great, and I think that this is a good year for us to be able to, you know, give back to ourselves for once, so we can possibly do really great things when we give back to everyone else around us. Okay? Take care. I love you all. Be well, my love bugs, and keep your gazes forward. And keep the comments coming. Thank you guys. You've been great in terms of your encouragement, as well as letting me know about some things that I can do to help, you know, things look better visually. I'm still learning this whole thing, so please, I appreciate the feedback. Mwah! Take care. Aquarius!